we create an image of what we're supposed to be,
I
and
love it.
with the domestication,
Yeah.
that image of perfection through the eyes of the judges, if you get it right, if you live up to the expectation, your reward is love. Conditional though it may be, it's love because we are emotional beings. It feels like that. That's the reward, acceptance. You did it right. But if you fall short of that image and you fall short, like not knowing what, always doing your best, that one agreement, oh no, then I'm not worthy to call myself Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. I'm not worthy to call myself a Toltec. And the diatribe of self-judgment comes in and whack.
Yes.
This is an example of how we distort any form of information, especially that of spiritual work, like the Four Agreements or Deepak Chopra's work or Wayne Dyer or the Bible or the Quran or Buddha or Krishna or being a vegan or anything else.
I love
We
what you're
we are
saying.
used to domestication because
Yes,
that's the only way we've known, and we distort it.
for sure.
So when I read the Four Agreements the first time, I'm I've domesticated myself to looking up and living up to this expectation and looking myself through conditional love. This is what turns the Four Agreements into the four conditions. The four conditions for your personal freedom. If you don't live up to them, then you're
You're doomed.
but well, no, you're not doomed. You're simply
Yeah.
consequence of conditional love.
You're not feeling it like you're enough. And actually the maybe the reality is to feel like you're enough just as is, and just being enough through the process of improvement
Well,
will
that's the thing.
always.
It's even the word improvement. And you can even hear it right there. The catch of domestication, right there. I have to be something I am not. Why? Because right now who I am is not worthy. Because I'm not this image of what I'm supposed to be.
True.
How do we use the four agreements then? If not like with that model? Because we're used to that model. We're used to saying, as soon as I accomplish this, as soon as I have this, as soon as I'm able to do this pose in yoga, as soon as I'm able to like be completely vegan or vegetarian, I can do this or do that, or I can call myself. Well, that's the thing. The mind, the domesticated mind will always grab that information and distort it. So how do we stop it? Well, accepting for ourselves for who we are at this very moment. I'm alive. The past doesn't exist. It only exists in my mind. And for as much as I want to go to the past, I can't change my mind because intent no longer exists there. The future doesn't exist yet. It's the consequence of the actions I take now. So it means the only real truth is this present moment. And at this very moment, this is who I am. I do take things personal. I do make assumptions. I sometimes I'm not impeccable with my word, and sometimes I don't do my best. Just ask my wife. And the reason why I say that is because in accepting who we are at this very moment, the world changed, the world to improve has a totally different meaning because I love myself for who I am at this moment. I accept myself. So change comes because I want to, not because I have to. And now you can say the difference between the four agreements and the four conditions. When I want to, I can shift, but I don't have to do it because I already love myself. So my motivator to do it is not my own acceptance. In fact, I change because I love myself. I'll adapt to life. I'll adapt to the circumstances I'm in if I want to. I love myself. So if I want to stop taking things personal, for example, I accept the truth. I take things personal. All right. I love myself and I take things personal, but I don't want to do it anymore. This is the thing. An agreement is simply a word that captures an action, which is the action of me saying yes. That's what an agreement is. I say yes. Thus, we have an agreement. So, in understanding that concept that I say yes when I want to, so this particular agreement, don't take things personal, is me actively saying yes to that. Because when I say yes, and even when I say no, this is how I manifest intent. For every yes I give, something will happen. I'll move, I'll shift, I'll be able to move my arms in this way. If I say no, my arms won't do anything because I will not use this energy to do that. So this yes and no is how I control intent, or at least this energy that animates this body. Me, the real me, the authentic self without a definition.
I have a question. When you say, and I love what you say, the the ability to actually do things because we come from a place of utter personal love, that is unconditional self-love, where one accepts oneself totally at this moment, totally for who they are, and then moves forward because of the wanting of moving forward or the not wanting of moving forward, but in total acceptance. I meet a lot of people that are unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, there's no judgment there, but that are um, at a place where they're so far from understanding, feeling good enough already, or uh, being able to even say out loud that they don't feel that self love. So they are in the totally what you were saying in the beginning. They are in the process of saying, well, once I have this, I'll be happy. Once I become this,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll be myself. Once I prove this, then I'll
Mm-hmm.
be someone.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I use a lot of humor for myself. I laugh a lot about myself because I love myself. But a lot of people are frightened of what others may think of them because they have so little of that self-love. And
Mm-hmm.
I would appreciate if you could give them an advice of where to start if they would like to improve that self-love, to accept themselves totally, where to start for them.
Perfect. Great question. That's where we're leaving. Going back to what agreement makes is actually me saying yes to something. Imagine that every belief you have in your belief system, at the root of it, there's a yes. Every belief we have in our belief system, in our mind, is there because we said yes to it. We agree with it. It means something to us because we give it that agreement. There's nothing in our mind that we said no to because we're not giving it energy. You see, I am not this body. The reason why I'm able to say that is because when I pass away, when I leave this body, this corpse becomes an object, just like this, inanimate. No intent anymore existing in the form of Miguel. If we can understand this concept, then you can also understand this next one. I'm also not this mind. My mind exists because I am giving life to this mind and this body. So, if we can understand this concept and how we shape the brain and shape our mind with the experiences of our life, the memories that we hold on to, the ideas and the agreements and the beliefs, they shape who we are because we still agree with it or believe in it. And those thoughts that mean nothing to us are the thoughts that poof, disappear. So, when we look at ourselves in the mirror and we see our reflection, we can either see ourselves just the way we are, or we can say, I'm going fat. Look, I'm going fat. I'm losing my hair. Oh no. I got a belly. I'm brown. I'm whatever. All of a sudden, we're judging ourselves. We're punishing ourselves. What we're hearing in our mind or in our expression are the agreements we've made of what is to be beautiful.